This is Circuit Analysis by Joseph Ward. We're going to start with a series circuit containing a 12-volt battery and a 50, 80, and 100 ohm resistor. We're going to find the total amount of resistance in this circuit by adding each of these resistors together. That's 50 plus 80 plus 100, and that will equal 230 ohms. The next thing we're going to do is find the total current flow in this circuit. To do that, we take voltage over resistance, 12 volts over 230 ohms, and we're going to get 0.052 amps or 52 milliamps. The next thing we're asked is, if the 80 ohm resistor fails, what will happen to the rest of the circuit? If the 80 ohm resistor fails, the rest of the circuit will not continue to operate. This is because a failure in one resistor will open the circuit because this resistor is in series. Without a closed circuit, there can be no current flow in any part of the circuit. Now we're going to put the same three resistors together in parallel instead of in series. To calculate the total resistance, use the formula shown here, 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. We get 23.529 ohms. For our last circuit, we're going to do a series parallel combination circuit. First we put R1 and R2 together and we get 71.429 ohms. Then put R3 and R4 together and get 127.273 ohms. Add both of those together and we get 198.702 ohms. Now with series circuits, an advantage is that power can be stored for future use and the current remains the same in each component that it goes through. A disadvantage of this type is that if one component goes dead, the rest of the connection does go dead. Next, we're going to look at parallel circuits. An advantage of these is that it's possible to disconnect one component of the circuit without the rest of the circuit going out, and as new loads are added, total resistance doesn't increase. A disadvantage is that the source amperage is increased whenever a new load is added. On aircraft, the lights, radio, starter, and alternator are connected in parallel across a battery per Dale Crane. An advantage of a series parallel circuit is that it contains the benefits of both series circuit and a parallel circuit, and that it allows for more complex customized arrangement. A disadvantage is that this system takes a bit more time to understand and troubleshoot because it's complex. Per the FAA's Aviation Maintenance Technician Handbook, direct current DC is used on systems that must be compatible with battery power, such as on light aircraft. And per the FAA's Airplane Flying Handbook, turboprop planes usually have a 28-volt DC system, and it receives power from batteries and a DC generator for each engine. Here are the references for this presentation today. The transcript for this presentation is in the description box below. Thank you for listening.